So there's one huge influx of cash that you haven't heard Republicans screaming about this week, one with far darker implications for our democracy. The New York Times reported a $1.6 billion donation funneled to a right-wing political group last year through a little-known donor, an electronics mogul named Bar Side. The beneficiary is a new group controlled by Leonard A. Leo. Now, that name might not be immediately familiar to you, but his imprint is all over our current politics and a very big reason why they're broken. Leo is known for his longtime work as vice president of the conservative legal organization, the Federalist Society, as a pipeline to the Supreme Court. In fact, the Christian theocratic right-wing majority on the court was basically handpicked by Leonard Leo through its list of political justices that Republican presidents, most notably Donald Trump, drew from. As the investigative news outlet The Lever notes, even in this money-drenched world, Side's $1.6 billion gift exceeds all publicly known one-time donations to a politically oriented group. But the really insidious part isn't just the whopping sum. It's that the donor and Leonard Leo's new trust got away with it without paying a dime in taxes. Joining me now, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island, my favorite person to talk about things like this. How on earth, Senator, are the rules written in such a way that a $1.6 billion donation to a clearly political organization can be tax-free?
Well, two things. First, it was given as shares in a company before the sale, so it avoided the capital gain and the appreciation. And second, it went to a 501c organization that is able to avoid federal taxes. So it's about, by our calculation, this was about a $400 million tax benefit to support right-wing dark money operations. So listening to your last segment about people complaining about $10,000 and this guy got away with $400 million.
I think for the average American, when they think about government, this is the thing that makes them hate government. The idea that people in Congress could get PPP loans themselves, people like Marjorie Greene, get a six-figure sum, not have to pay it back, and then complain that somebody gets $10,000 forgiven or $20,000 forgiven, which is a pittance to them. And then a guy like this purchases a Supreme Court that you've made this point many times. They don't just go after women's rights. They don't just go after things like Roe. They're fixing the system permanently to make people like Mr. Side permanently, untouchably rich.
Correct. And this fellow, Leonard Leo, whose organization was the recipient of this huge political slush fund, is the operator of a whole network of front groups, many of which are also tax exempt, and which operate under fictitious names under corporate law. So the central pair of his groups has 6 legs sticking off it, total of 8 groups in that central operation, which has 3 separate operations that he's associated with, that he draws money out through. And we know one of them is the Judicial Crisis Network, which funded all the ads against Garland, for Gorsuch, for Kavanaugh, for Barrett. So this $1.6 billion, we're going to see it disappear into this complicated network of front groups. And when it comes out, it's going to be coming out under other names like, I'm making it up, but Rhode Islanders for Peace and Puppies and Prosperity. It'll disappear into the dark money network of the right wing and be on our TV screens by November.
This guy's Side is another piece of this, because Leonard Leo is an ideologue. This guy's Side has given money also to something called the Heartland Institute, which is a climate-denying think tank. There seems to be sort of a convergence of interest that is all about protecting the big oil, big coal, big gas from any regulation, protecting rich people from taxation. Is there anything else that we should know that these people want?
Well, they want voter suppression. They captured the Supreme Court. They want climate denial. They want deregulation. They don't want polluters to have any enforcement against them. They want basically a very old school business really bad business array of changes for super wealthy businesses and billionaires. And Leonard Leo has long been the operative of a group of billionaires and billionaire special interests that have spent their time capturing the court so they can deliver these things.
What they want is an oligarchy, because that's what you just described. How far are we down the How far are we down the road to being one?
Supreme Court that will give them things that Congress won't give them. Even when they control Congress, even when they have Republicans in charge, there's some things that even elected Republicans won't do, like take away abortion rights, like make dark money the law of the land. These are the things that they count on an unelected but captured Supreme Court to do. And they've spent $580 million capturing the court. So this is a real operation, and it just got $1.6 billion more.
What can we do about it?
Expose it. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Vote on the DISCLOSE bill that will expose this. Keep digging into it and make sure the American people know that this is not just conservative versus progressive. This is a group of self-interested billionaires out to control the country for their own benefit, so they can pollute at will, so they don't have to pay any taxes, and so that they can operate without regulation.